And this is years. I've been following Jesus for years. And then this happened. And it almost burned me. Howdy folks, Father Columba here. Do you ever see people who choose romantic partners, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends that are not good for them and wonder, why? What are you thinking? And it is a pretty universal phenomenon. They say that if you walk into a crowded room, the people you will be most quickly attracted to, not like first glance who's the most attractive looking, but the person you'll like really click with is probably the person who's at the same level of brokenness as you. There's this really strange universal across cultures phenomenon where somebody will find the person that will treat them. Often the way they grew up wasn't good. There was trauma there. They'll find a situation that will reproduce that situation. Why? Because it feels like home. It's this unconscious thing where we'll just gravitate. There's something about this person that feels familiar. Typically, people we fear change. We like the familiar, even if the familiar isn't super healthy. We're quite traditional that way. But the positive thing is that as we progress in our journey and in our healing, our attractions also heal. I've talked with friends about this, that as they've continued their journey with the Lord and He's continued to heal their hearts, and that's what He does. It's not always pleasant, but He heals our hearts. He challenges us. He pokes and provokes to bring us to greater healing. As we say yes to that process, as I said, I have friends who are like, my attractions have shifted. And I look back now and I'm like, oh my gosh, the people that I thought were good for me and healthy, now I'm like, I would never go near them. I realize this is a very touchy subject, guys. So I hope you hear it in the right way. Our attractions then are this thing that shifts. It's this thing that grows as we grow. Some folks will kind of say that sometimes our picker is broken, meaning the thing that kind of chooses and is attracted, which is, it's somewhat, this stuff is deeply subconscious, like the mystery of who you're attracted to, right? It's really important to become conscious of that. Can we be honest? And here's a biggie. Can we be honest about the people that we choose to be in relationship with? Can we hear from other people their honest opinion about that situation? And that's hard. As the old saying goes, love is blind. Sometimes if we're just crazy about somebody, to hear somebody else say, I don't know that they're good for you. Do you ever have that? And then you just like, wah! How could you say that? Why? Because love is blind. I'm crazy about this person. So I can't actually see the fact that this is really unhealthy. I can't see it because I can't see it in myself. I don't know myself. So I kind of see them and I see myself sometimes with these rose-tinted glasses. If I've got a lot of self-hate and shame, which I'm not always conscious of, I'm going to feel most comfortable with people who agree with me. They agree that I should be ashamed, and they agree about hating me in some way, treating me in a way that confirms my deepest held beliefs. And sometimes, unfortunately, they are. Our deepest held belief often is, I am not good, I'm not lovable. So I'm then going to seek to confirm that. I can't live with someone who constantly disagrees with me, even if the disagreement is that they say I'm beautiful and I'm lovable and I'm worthy of good love and of being treated well. I won't be able to live with that, because to someone who is locked in shame and self-hate, and parts of my heart, parts of my life have been there, it's so hard to receive love. I think like, what's their angle? How are they trying to use me? Often they're not trying to use you at all. They actually just love you. They actually really want the best. No strings attached. But my part of my brain, wounded brain, is like, oh no, they're trying to use me. Oh, they couldn't love this. I remember the shock of experiencing being in a place of just not liking myself at all, and experiencing the inbreaking of God's good word, His good news that He loves me unconditionally, exactly as I am, regardless of my behaviors. At this like shock. And this is years. I've been following Jesus for years. And then this happened. And it almost burned me. it was so shocking. Like, because it was so contrary to these lies. So it's hard to live with that. So what? I'm going to choose somebody who agrees with me, even if not on the surface, because like, who would agree with somebody who you walk up to them and are like, hello, how are you? And they go, you're horrible and unlovable and you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, okay, they're not going to be like that, but subtle stuff. Do they believe that about themselves? And do they have an attitude that communicates that they believe that about me? There's a gift and there's a grace in this, guys. What is it? Something gets revealed to me and I start to see, oh, yeah, this isn't a healthy, loving relationship. Something's been revealed to me. If it's happening outside, if I've chosen it and I've entered into it, and if it, guys, especially if this is a pattern, is this a pattern in your life? Okay, then press pause, please. Please press pause. What is being said to you? If this is a pattern, don't blame anybody else. You're the one who's choosing these people in your life. You can, with the grace of God, do something about it. Do you want to? I'm not going to rock up and come through your screen and change anything. But what I can do is say to you as a brother and a sister that God is inviting you through this maybe painful revelation that you need to work on stuff, not in them. Can't change them, but you can change you. You can bring your heart and you can start to bring some of these lies. Is there the lie of shame? Which means not just I've done bad things, but I am bad and unlovable in my very being. Is there some of that going on inside of you? Do you ever wake up in the morning and want to crawl out of your body? Okay, the lie of shame has got a hold of you. Can you bring that into the light of God's love and let him speak the truth to you? Can you start in just little steps towards sitting in his love? No matter what you do, he says, I love you and accept your heart. No matter what you do, you are lovable in your heart. Can you sit with that truth every day and let it start to tip away and break away the lies? Because if we wrap our heart and refuse to let go of shame, refuse to let go of self-hate, then that's what we will attract into our heart, because that's what we will choose, because that's what we believe in our deepest heart we're worthy of, and that we're not worthy of anything else. And brothers and sisters, it's not true. It's a lie. The Lord wants you to be free of that lie. So I just invite you as a brother in the Lord to let the Lord challenge you. Can you ask trustworthy friends their honest opinion about your relationships? That's scary. Can you ask them, say, the people I seem to choose and be attracted to, what's your opinion on them? Like, are they good for me? Are they not? Just, can you open yourself up to that? That's scary, isn't it? I don't know. Something like that. But I do know that God loves you. And I do know that you are lovable and that he's got something really, really good for you. There you go, lads. That's a bit challenging, I know. Yeah, I hope it's helpful to you. God bless you.